Hey everybody, it's Lori. I am here to share another journal with you for another swap that I'm doing. And it's actually the same swap, the favorite fictional character swap, but I have two partners because there was an oddball number of people that signed up for it. And I offered to be Marina's partner too because she was hosting or is hosting it, and she was just going to not participate because she didn't have a partner. So this is the journal I made for her, and we both chose Harry Potter theme, and I had a lot of fun with this one too. I just couldn't stop adding stuff to it. should never do a journal that is one of your favorites too, because it just gets out of control. So I'm going to do another quick flip through here. And I've got a beam of sunlight here that I'm going to try and move the curtain here. Give me just a second. Okay, come on. Okay, there. All right. So, first I'm going to show you my magic wand here. This is my first attempt here at making one of these crazy magic wands. And it was kind of fun, but it ended up kind of crazy looking, but that's okay. I think it's kind of fun. And then I hung this little tag on it that says "Curious Indeed." And then if you're familiar with the Harry Potter books and the movies, you'll recognize that from Mr. Ollivander. Is that how you pronounce it? When Harry went to go get his wand. And I've got a whole bunch of little hot glue hairs on here. And so what I did with this, just in case anybody's wondering, boy, I'm still having a hard time talking, is I took some jewelry wire and I wrapped it around, first of all, I should start, I had a dowel, and I coated that with a bunch of Tim Holtz Distress stains and some tissue paper. And then I wrapped some jewelry wire around the piece of dowel. And then I took my hot glue gun and I went around the wire with that, and then also made some swirly-doos on there with the hot glue. And on the top here, I started with a really great big huge bead cap, like one of the really big ones, and I glued it on top or on the end of the dowel, and then I went around and around and around it with hot glue, and I sprinkled some seed beads on it and pressed them into the glue, which, by the way, I did the same thing down here with the seed beads, and there are some that are loose because they didn't get pressed into the glue well enough, so it'll probably be shedding beads, just so you know, Marina. And then I took 4 beads and I stuck them around in various places on top of that. And then I took another bead cap and I glued that on top of everything, and then made some more glue swirls around the bottom of that. And then as you can see, I just painted it up with a bunch of different colors. Okay, so enough of the wand. Now I'm going to put this over here. For the book, I wanted it to kind of look like an old and grungy book like you might see at Hogwarts. And so I used some metal pieces, and as you can see, I stained it all up, and I kind of finger painted it with some different metallic color paints. And I've got some metal book corners on there, and some gold trim that's kind of a rope. And on the spine here, let's see if I can't tell if it's bright enough or not. I might have to brighten it up. I made this funky little golden snitch here. I saw this online and I thought it was kind of cute, so I tried to recreate it, and I ended up, it's got some hot glue globs on there, but I don't know. If you don't like it, Marina, just toss it. It was kind of fun to mess around with. And this golden tassel here hanging on this lion drawer pull, and another metal piece under there. And I've just got some full leather fabric on top of the spine here. And then the back is pretty simple. And the closure is just I cut a strip of leather here, and I attached these two clasp pieces here. And it just opens up like this. And this side is glued into place, but this side is not. The right side is not, so you can expand it. Well, I guess you can't really expand it any further than it already is, but it just gives you a little playroom. I didn't really want to glue this in place because I didn't want to cover up the Hogwarts crest here. So with this, I just I found the picture of the crest online, and then I brought it into what program did I use? I think I might have actually used Microsoft Word, and I chose the red for the fill background, and then I did a border, a big thick border around it too, in an oval shape. And then I went over it with some crackle accents and then some glossy accents, because I told you in the previous video I was having trouble with chunks of the crackle accents coming out, which I thought was really kind of strange. I've never had that happen before. Okay, so I don't ramble on here forever. Let's go inside here. All right, and some of the papers I got from an Etsy seller who had some Harry Potter themed papers, and I will put her link in the description box. And then I've got a little owl post envelope here for Marina, and I did attach it to the first page. And you open this up, and it is her Hogwarts acceptance letter with her supply list attached. I thought that was kind of fun. I found some Harry Potter fonts online and installed those and used those. So that was fun. And then I am just going to do a flip through. Nothing new and exciting, just a bunch of images and a few stamps and tuck spots and tags, and all the pages are sticking together. But as always, if you have any questions, let me know. And some of the papers I had kind of some, not really Halloween themed paper, but some magical kind of feel papers. Some of them, one of them I think was, it's either DCWV or the Recollections Dark Romance collection, which has some really cool papers in it. And then I think I also took a few pieces from the Immortal Love stack from DCWV. There's some stamping on here. This was done in yellow. I think it was yellow, so I don't know how well that's showing up on camera. But I had some stamps that actually my mom picked up for me at a garage sale that had kind of a magical feel to it. So they ended up, I thought, being perfect. Like this, for example, this is a cutout from that Immortal Love stack. All right, I'll put that back in later. And I had some, like a block stamp that had some scenes from London in it. So like here we have the Tower Bridge. I'm not sure really how many pages this ended up being. A lot. This guy. I love Gilderoy Lockhart. I wish he had been in more than just one of the movies. He made me laugh. Quidditch World Cup. This is another stamp that my mom picked up for me at a garage sale. She's so good about stuff like that. And I thought it was perfect for this journal because it reminded me of like the portraits that you see at Hogwarts, where the people in the portraits are walking around and talking to each other and stuff. I'm trying not to shake the table here. So I'm sorry if everything's jiggling around. I'm sure I will probably think of some images that I wanted to include and completely forgot. I was trying to, think of little things like the sorting hat and the golden snitch and Harry's broom and stuff like that, like, his firebolt, but I'm sure that I probably forgot something. There's a pretty good collection in here. Got a picture of Dobby. Had to have a picture of him. Snape. I love Snape. I know I'm zooming through this, but it's so big and the video is going to be crazy long. Lucius Malfoy and his pimp stick. Jason Isaacs was perfect for that role. here we have the Marauders Map. Now I will open this up, but it's a pain in the butt to get to get it folded back together. But I think I got it down as far as how it's supposed to be folded. So let's see if I can do this right. What it looked like to me is you start in the center here and you go left, and then you go right, and then you go left, and you go right, and you go left. Oops. Maybe. Yeah. Left, and then right, and you're back to the beginning like this, but then you have to kind of open it up like that. And I'm probably doing it completely wrong, but that's after messing around with this thing for, jeez, it was ridiculous, like a good hour. I finally was like, all right, this is just how it's going to be. And that is the Harry Potter journal. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.